Okay, so just going quickly here, we're just going to go over our bonus submission for the competition number two of the ASEC Hackathon. So just quickly here, taking a look at what we got here, we just have our results table of our bonus submission. So our bonus submission idea was the idea that when uh, if a ISO was better able to predict the output capabilities of their renewable assets, it would give them more confidence to have a smaller margin of safety in the energy they produce, meaning that less fossil fuels would need to be expended while producing the same amount of energy for the electrical grid. So meaning that they could save money while also doing good for the planet and saving on electricity. So one of the big things that we took a look here was that when you have renewable sources of energy, they tend to be less reliable. The unfortunate part of that is when the wind doesn't blow, wind turbines don't produce any energy, and when the sun doesn't shine, whether that be because of rain, clouds, or just the middle of the night, unfortunately, you're getting very minimal energy generation from those solar panels. And now the weather is unfortunately something we still have difficulty controlling. Again, people in Calgary, you'd understand that. If we had any power, maybe we'd have avoided this minus 40 weather. But going through kind of what we can see is if we're able to give them the confidence and use predictive models to predict the electrical demand of the grid, such as we've done in our main component of our competition, if we were then able to put that in tandem with a methodology able to predict the generated output of the renewable energy sources, well, then it's a simple mathematical calculation of A minus B, adding some safety margins onto there to then estimate how much energy do we still need to require from fossil fuels and from other sources to reach the level of energy production where we can supply the entire country with energy at a given time. And of course, this is important, but one of the things that is hard to understate is the importance of minimizing those margins of safety. Again, it reduces cost, it's better for the environment, and it was our way of allowing the ISOs to do good while feeling good. Because again, all the companies, our companies tend to like good PR while being able to save a dollar or two, right? It's kind of an everybody wins situation. So just jumping here quickly, we have our results table here. We tried again the scikit-learn machine learning models, as well as a deep learning model implemented using the TensorFlow API to test out what would produce the best results. So our end recommendation was that we felt that scikit-learn's random forest machine learning model or machine model produced the best output with a mean absolute error of 750 megawatts in predictive capability when taking into account stuff like the current weather and some past weather pattern and trends to guess the output of these specific assets. Uh, One of the disappointing parts was just with the lack of data, or with a more significant amount of data, deep learning might perform better in the long run. However, we found that with our given data set and with the information they have, we're able to relatively accurately predict the output of renewable sources. Another benefit of the way we wrote our code that predicted the output of renewable sources was we wrote it in such a fashion that it could be generally applied, meaning that if they were to receive data for a new renewable source, or if they were to start something new, such as from the offshore wind generation, which did not seem to be a factor in their generation, given the data, they could feed that information through our code and generate a new model that actually would be able to dynamically adapt and be used to make predictions on the output of this new source. Meaning that not only is it good for today and today's current needs, but it would be a beneficial tool for tomorrow and any of the future innovations that they can come up with, maybe from some of the ideas found in this conference. Okay, thank you very much.